Can we just take a moment to get into my new top that I got? This is like 10 bucks well spent, okay? I'm gonna put the link in the description bar below where I got this top from. It's one of them like little strappy numbers, but yeah, I put a cardigan over it because I'm a mother, okay? Yes! Come on, cleavage! Come on, ruffles! Yes! Summertime sass! On that ass! Yes! Hey y'all, Tanika here, back with another video for you guys. So, I know I wasn't here last week. I am sorry. I have been out of town. My sister graduated from nursing school. So proud of her. She is the embodiment of black excellence, black girl magic. I am so incredibly proud of her. Congratulations, Sharika, on this huge milestone and accomplishment. But yeah, I couldn't be here last week because I was in Florida tanning my cakes, as you just previously saw. You enjoyed, didn't you? Of course you did. But yeah, I am back and we are getting into a video a day in May. I am super excited about that. So today I'm going to be doing a video on a topic that a lot of people are not talking about. I see a whole bunch of videos of, you know, people's check-ins every month on their sister locks and, you know, all of the pros, some of the cons, things to know about consultants, videos that I've done, right? But I have not seen anybody talk about the reality, really, of like stuff that you like really miss about loose natural hair, or stuff that you really wish that you knew before you got sister locks, or stuff that you don't like about sister locks. Usually if it's a, you know, I hate my sister locks video, it's really not them saying that they hate their sister locks, unless you're like taking them out or something. So this is my honest opinion about my hair, my experiences thus far. I am going a year and 3 months with these sister locks. So as much as I've enjoyed having my sister locks, there's definitely some things that I miss about having loose natural hair. And I don't think it would have changed my mind had I known some things going into it. But I mean, it's definitely something that I think about now and I'm like, I can't do that anymore. Or, this is something I never had to experience. So before we get started on this video, I want to encourage you guys to go ahead and click that thumbs up button. Also subscribe. Don't be stingy. Share the shade. Tell a friend. Let's get started with this video. So there are some things that I have noticed since having sister locks that I've either missed since having sister locks, you know, like different things that I used to enjoy but I can't do anymore, and things that weren't an issue for me before that are an issue now. One of the, okay, let me just preface this by saying I know that some of these are absolutely ridiculous, especially this first one that I'm going to say, but it's still a problem to me, damn it. So, first thing that I wish I knew before I got sister locks and I didn't have to contend with when I was a loose natural was the hair blowing in the face. I mean, like, I am channeling my inner white girl 9 out of 10 times every day. Her name is Ashley with a GH and she likes lattes with skimmed milk. But no, like literally I usually keep her tucked away until, you know, we're somewhere where it's like absolutely necessary for her to be out, like, you know, hiking or a dive bar or line dancing or something. But for the most part, you know, like I'm very used to my hair being as black as me and and doing black girl things. Like when I was a loose natural and I would wear my hair in an afro puff, that bitch stuck. It didn't move. Like I remember one time one of my friends years ago was getting married and she had a row of white chicks. I think as her bridesmaids. There were 2 black girls. I think me and one other girl were her brides. Yeah, and that were black. And I remember when we were taking like engagement party pictures or something like that, we were all standing there in a row. There was like maybe a 10 or 11 of us, and I had an afro puff. Everybody else had, you know, like these gorgeous flowy situations. Now mind you, my hair was stunning as well, and also, but everybody else had their hair down. That is not a life that I used to lead before I got Sisterlocks, because you guys see how thick my hair is. That would, I would literally be walking around looking like tumbleweed. And though that look works for some people, it just never worked for me. Yeah, that wasn't a life that I led, because I knew that if I was to leave my house with my hair loosed out, it was going to get all tangly, it was going to get huge, and though I enjoy huge, I don't enjoy tangles and, you know, dryness at the end of the day when I'm trying to comb through it. So that just never worked for me. So my hair was always pulled back in a tight afro puff or braids. So for this particular event, I had an afro puff. And when I tell you that everybody else's hair was just swishing and swaying and blowing all over the place, you know, pin curls were falling, crimps and waves were just all in a disarray, and my afro puff was literally just like, it was great. Like, my hair did not budge. Now that my hair is no longer in its loose natural state and I am rocking my hair like this, you see, it doesn't, you know, it has movement. It, you know, it does things. So what happens when I go outside and I'm in the Walmart parking lot with a whole bunch of bags in my hand and it's like windy AF? I've got hair just blowing all in my face, like, you know, and Ashley is literally like, oh my gosh, like, my hair. And here's the thing, I know what you're gonna say. Why don't you pin your hair up? First and foremost, I do not pin my hair up because I ain't trying to be bald out here, okay? Especially if I just got my hair retightened. So 9 out of 10 times, it is a lot easier for me to just leave my hair down. Because I don't like to feel pulling on my edges. Like, I don't like to feel pulling on my scalp, period. And wearing my hair up now, because I guess because they're like in these, I can feel the tension on my scalp more, if that makes any sense. And also, my hair is really thick. I don't know if y'all have noticed, but my hair is thick. Like, look at this. See? Thick hair. Very thick hair. So that was just a part of my hair. If I try and take my whole hair and put it up in a actual ponytail, like, it's a nightmare. Like, it pulls on my scalp, and like, my hair is so thick, there is not a lot of clips and scrunchies or rubber bands or whatever that can go around my hair without popping. Because my hair is that thick, and it's not at a length yet, I don't think, where it will, what's the word, where, you know, it's not at a length yet where it's settled and it's not squishy. Like, right now it's still very spongy, so I guess I have to wait. Alright, so the next thing that I miss about having loose natural hair, and I wish I would have considered before getting Sisterlocks, is that it is very difficult for me to wear wigs now. Now, mind you, that's something that I miss sort of, and I don't miss, because like, I wasn't like really wearing wigs like that all the time anyways, but I really loved having the option of being able to cornrow my hair down and slap a wig on and be somebody else for the evening. You know what I'm talking about. Hey. Hashtag married life, keeping it spicy. Hey, you leave for work and say goodbye to Tanika, and you come back and you got Tanya cooking you dinner. Ow. Anyways, I used to enjoy being able to have the option to switch up and, you know, do different things with my hair from time to time. You know, do a sew-in, or, you know, wear a wig, with a short wig or a bob, and then take it off and I got my afro, and, you know, I can't do that anymore. And I have seen girls on Instagram and Pinterest, and, you know, even my fave, Raven, I have seen her put on a wig and look absolutely stunning with the fresh do. It's a new look, you know what I'm saying? I like switching it up, and I like seeing other people switch it up. My hair does not go for that. I always had to find ways to, you know, browbeat and bully my hair under a wig to start. But now that it's in these locks, oh no, 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 no. She ain't going for it. Like, it's too thick. No, honest to God, it's too thick. It's not happening. And even if I was able to get my locks down into an actual cornrow situation where I could put a wig on it, the wig would have to be the cap itself would have to be so big, and I have a very small head. I would look like Cousin It. Like, no, I'd look like a Muppet. Why would I do that to myself? For what? I mean, I might as well just rock my hair the way it is. But, you know, I do miss being able to switch it up and, you know, try different looks from time to time. Now, here's something that I wish I knew before I got Sisterlocks, or it was easier to consider before I got Sisterlocks. My hair ain't locking. It's not locking. It's just not. I've just come to terms with it that, you know, it's just not doing what I would like it to do. Yeah, I've got some back here that are locking. Pardon my kitchen. But these back here are locking. Yep, these back here are locking at my nape. And then these up by my temples are locking as well. But overall, my hair isn't locking. And I really thought that my hair, you know, as coarse as it is, would lock really quickly. And it hasn't. So I wish I would have known, because then I probably would have been chilling on expecting for it to be locked within a year, or expecting for it to be locked within a year and 3 months. Like, I was expecting for more to be happening by now. Now, I do like my curly cues at the end. And if there was a way that I could get the locks and keep my curly cues, I would. I don't think that's possible. But I am just chomping at the bit to see these actually locked. But a lot of them are still holding their braided form. And, yeah, I just I want locks. And finally, my last beef that I have with my hair is that it seems like it's not growing. I know that it is growing because I've got the new growth to prove it. I know my hair is growing, but it just seems like it's just growing so slow. Yeah, so I wish that my hair would grow faster. And I thought when I got Sisterlocks that was going to be a thing that was going to happen. Like, my hair is going to grow like weeds. It's going to just, I'm going to have it at my shoulders today, and then by 2019, I'm going to have it down to my waistline. Nope, that didn't happen. So yeah, I mean, I guess going back to when I was researching locks and what everybody was saying about locks, you know, Sisterlocks, or traditional locks, freeform locks, whatever. I was hearing all over the place that you want to make sure that you are going to be patient with yourself and be patient with your hair, and just enjoy the ride, enjoy the journey. And that's all fine and cute and everything. It's easier said than done, people with hair down to your toenails. But yeah, it's easy. It's easier said than done. But that is something that I am definitely having to remind myself constantly. You've only had them for a year. You have not had them. You know, there are some people whose hair doesn't lock for 3 years. You might be one of those people. It may take longer. But which do you prefer? Not having to comb your hair every morning, or praying that when you do try to comb your hair, that you don't break every clip in the house trying to get it in a ponytail, or you try a style today and tomorrow morning you get up and you try to do the same style and you just can't seem to get it to behave itself. Which do you prefer? I prefer this. This is probably the prettiest I've been in a very long time, in my very humble opinion. Because this is very much me. Like, my hair being this way is very much a Tanika type of hairstyle. And I definitely feel like I can be, it's really crazy to say this, but I feel like I can be more like myself and authentic and present myself more authentic to the world this way than when I was, you know, like doing tree braids all the time. Like, I act more like myself with my hair like this than I did when I had tree braids or wigs, or like, I don't know, there's something about doing different things to my hair that makes me feel differently, and I sometimes maybe even act differently. So I feel the most like myself and the most prettiest like this. So I also enjoyed having my loose natural hair and like doing afro puffs and stuff like that. When I could get my afro puff to actually cooperate and actually do what I needed it to do, I did feel just as beautiful as with Sisterlocks. But the only difference is those were very short-lived days. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would have a nice big puffy afro puff today, but once I sleep on it, it's going to be flat, and then you just don't get the same fullness the second day. Like I said, my hair, very temperamental, doesn't like to be touched, doesn't like to be messed with. So this has been the best choice for me, lifestyle and hair wise. My only regret is not getting them sooner, and everything happens for a reason, so I don't even know if I would call that a regret. But yeah, I definitely, my hair is so pretty like this. And, you know, when my hair is pretty, I'm pretty. You know what I'm saying? Alright, y'all. Thanks again so much for watching. And I'll see you in a video very, very soon. Until then, may the fierce be with you.